Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, and oh god, we were having so much fun last time, so let's continue having all that fun with Peter, who was scared of everything. God. Does that really qualify him as a himbo? I mean, he is kind of stupid, but I mean, it's because he's a god and he doesn't know how to work a computer, But I'm not really sure because he's like such a fucking scaredy cat, and he's also kind of dumb. So I feel like he's in some kind of a himbo thing, sorta. He's kind of fucking. He's like the tuxedo mask of this game. He's just fucking useless. I am Lord Jupiter, but you're kind of fucking useless. You did nothing. But like you're supposed to be more useful, Like I don't know. But anyway, I love him. He's amazing. I'm gonna just classify him in my head as a himbo just because he's kind of fucking stupid, but in the you're really fucking useless. But God, you're pretty. So like I guess it's okay. I mean, I'm sure he's more useful as Jupiter, but like so far, not really. Which I fucking love. Anyway. Phew, I'm tired. Fulfilling my duties as an intern was more exhausting than I anticipated. Using my divine powers to land myself the internship was a task on its own. I have a feeling I miscalculated. Hope I wasn't too conspicuous. Yeah. The DC have the power to control people. I used that to become an intern at Cupid Corps. But I made countless mistakes today which seemed to draw their attention. So to boot a computer means to turn on its power. But using that button to power it down is incorrect. I see. And these computers bewilder me. Controlling them is several orders of difficulty above summoning lightning. He's adorable. How pathetic of me. I must master them at once if I'm to stand any chance of fitting in. However, in the office, there's this machine called telephone that suddenly rings loudly and many strangers visit. For me, who can easily sense danger, there are too many hazards, or machines, so the office was a constant source of anxiety. You can easily sense danger. I mean, I get it. My phone feels like a danger when it rings. Ah! Or, like people stopping by your desk. Danger! I get it, but also, good lord. Such threats are abundant in the human realm. Even buying clothes proved difficult. Well, yeah, because you were probably naked when you went to buy them. Wow, you've got guns, boy. Don't just look from the window. Come in. Anything I can help you find? I was only joking when I said he was actually naked buying clothes, but he was naked buying clothes. So, like, was he naked and the guy didn't know? He's like, dude, you need clothes. Why are you wearing pants? The guy was just like, look at those 2 tickets to the gun show. Do you want pants? Maybe, I don't know. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. I can't handle this game. I can't handle how much joy it brings me. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to process this. Oh my god. Oh, I need to. Okay, note to self. File this away in your filing cabinet in your brain. Anytime you are feeling unhappy or miserable and you need to feel joyful, please just replay this route because holy fucking shit, I'm going to motherfucking die. I don't know if it'll have the same, like, joy playing it a second time, but, like, I just hope I can get the nostalgia feels and just remember how I feel right now. Like, oh yeah, that's good. Because, like, oh my god. I can't do this. I can't smile and laugh this much. It's just not. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna blue screen. Like, oh my god. Anyway, I would like the clothes worn by that frozen human. Frozen human? You mean the mannequin? You're not from around here, are you? I like that. I bet you do. Sure, the mannequin outfit's fine, but for a handsome guy like you, I'll put together a whole wardrobe. What? Wait, what are... And plus, you've only got a loincloth on, just like someone in a Greek myth. How nice! You're exactly my type. Is he getting hit on by this man? Okay, so at least he is wearing clothes. Okay, he's not totally naked. Good. But he was walking around in just a loincloth, and I guarantee you everyone was like, what? Oh, no, I just wrapped myself in, what do you call them? Sheets? Walking around on those. What do you call them? Wrapping myself in those. What do you call them? Oh, sheets. Everything can be tied back to the Little Mermaid. There's something wrong with me, but... Here, come inside. I'll choose the perfect underwear for your cute butt. Wow, oh my god. This man is hitting on him so hard. Shit. Cheat! Peter just cheated. What? Where are you touching? It tickles. Oh, you're such a shy boy. Here, put this shirt on next. You look good in bright colors since you have a chiseled face. And for the main event, I'll give you this brooch. Look, sweet edifice t-shirt, right? Try it on. He's like, where are you touching? And tickles. Is he tickling your buttocks? And this strange man ended up designing my whole outfit. Well, thanks to him, I've already arranged my clothing for the world of human beings. I mean, you look fucking amazing, so the man was smart. But the groping. When we have to explain that he was sexually harassed, I don't think he can handle that. Just don't tell him. It's fine. What an endeavor. A necessary evil for my duty, it seems. Maybe it was a good call having her study in the human realm to promote her to Juno. We cannot understand the detailed parts of this world just by looking down from Celestia. Interacting closely with mankind will surely develop her into an excellent god. Same for myself. I came here to protect and oversee her, but I have learned much in a short amount of time. The human realm is different than I remember. Mankind has made great strides. For now, I have a duty to fulfill, and I must find whomever has the bow. Whomever has the bow? Doesn't she have it? What are you talking about? It's never easy to avoid my careful investigation. Is it someone in the DC? Or is it a demon from the underworld? Ah! Another danger approaching! I must run away! I felt the mysterious, murderous intent toward me, and I trembled. So I changed into the form that allowed me to flee the quickest. Chee! I flapped my wings hard and flew back home. Back at Cupid's house, I quickly generated a protective barrier and could finally breathe. I wonder what the murderous intent was. It's probably an old lady. Or a cat. Oh, gee, there you are! Please, where were you? Gee! Gee, you came in from the window, looked exhausted, and threw himself on the sofa. Recently, Gee's been doing a lot of outside exploring. I wonder what he's been up to. Come on, Gee! I made dinner, so let's eat! Gee! Gee soon became cheerful and flew to me after I called him. Then he began to munch happily on the plate I put before him. This situation kind of resembles one of the anime that my classmate let me borrow. It was a story of a young witch living in an unfamiliar town with only her cat as her companion. This time, the girl's a god rather than a witch, and this cat's a divine beast, but still, the similarities were there. Was her cat also her witch superior? Who was also masquerading as an intern that she works with? Because then absolutely, the similarities are there. Gee? Well, unlike that cat in the anime, Chi won't talk to me. I couldn't help but laugh at Chi's scarfing down his meal. You know, Chi, I would have expected Lord Jupiter's divine beast to speak like dads can. Chi! 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 Chi's tone was irate, as if to reprimand me for any hint of blasphemy against Lord Jupiter. Chi! 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 More like that. Okay. I know. Lord Jupiter's very busy. There's no way he can put so much effort on making divine beasts. Chi! 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 I hastily clarified, to which Chi nodded and promptly returned to his dinner. Gods and divine beasts can experience hunger and exhaustion in the human realm. This place sure is something. Since we barely eat or sleep in Celestia, it was kind of inconvenient, yet exciting. A peculiar feeling took hold of me. Oh yeah, listen! Listen, Chi, there's a boy at my internship who's also a student at Lost York University. But he's even worse with tech stuff than I am. I've never met someone like that before. Chi! I'm lucky Gil was there to show me the ropes in school. Since he thought I was a foreign exchange student, he took special care to explain everything to me. Speaking of which, I wonder how Gil's doing. Since he won't respond to my messages, I haven't contacted him for a long time. Oh, that's actually kind of sad. That he was like, oh, you ignored my love letter, and so he just won't respond to you anymore. Oh. Like, I feel bad about that. Like, oh no. But at the same time, it's better. And like, maybe he's moving on and letting go. That's probably good. Has Clarice kept in touch with him? Gil said that he'd help her pack. Because she's been preparing for a study abroad program, Clarice and I haven't hung out together since that day with the three of us. She never told me where she planned to go, but I hoped it wasn't too far. I didn't use Cupid's arrow. I couldn't know for sure, but I always thought Clarice and Gil made for a great pair. Or, I should say that Gil obviously has a crush on Clarice. We're still that dumb, huh? I'll send Clarice a message asking if she's still seeing Gil. There should be some progress before she goes. If they aren't seeing each other anymore, I'll support them as the goddess of love and let things take their course. As my head swirled with the possibilities, I returned to my meal. She's over there crying because he sucks at computers. You won't need me anymore, do you? Since you can observe yourself, you're set, right, Professor Allen? Okay, so she was helping him. That's why she's leaving. And Clarice. Yes, and thanks for all your help. I presume living a rigid college life was quite the challenge. It was fine. I got to see how normal girls live. Spending time with her was a plus. Is that so? Thanks. Farewell. Let's see each other again. Yeah, indeed. I'll be rooting for you from afar. I'm sorry for not sticking around until the end, but I need to get out of this place. I've got a bad feeling. Alan, take care, and promise me you'll do it. So much like a quirk of fate. There's just so much like weird shit going on. Like they're like, that god, that incident, do that. And you're like, what is all of these things you're alluding to? Once upon a time, there was a very beautiful princess named Psyche. Her beauty reached even the gods of heaven, making Venus, the god of beauty, jealous. Venus, out of jealousy, plotted to make Psyche fall in love with an ugly human. Like, it's kind of funny that Venus is like, ha! I'm jealous that you're pretty, so I'm going to make you love someone ugly! Well, at least I'm in love, bitch! I mean, like, you should be like, I'm going to have her in a horrible accident so she's disfigured, not fall in love with an ugly person. Like, Venus, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's the worst fate anyone could... Oh, no, your soulmate is not what people would call conventionally attractive. Gosh darn, that's gonna make Venus prettier. Like, it's not gonna make Psyche any less beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make you ugly if you're dating someone that other people think is ugly. You know what I mean? Like, the logic is fucked up here. Cupid, shoot Psyche with the golden arrow so that she'll fall in love with that ugly man. Yes, ma'am. Cupid, obedient to his mother, heeds her wishes and approaches Psyche with the arrow. And just as he was about to shoot his arrow, Cupid accidentally wounds his own finger with the golden arrow. Thus began the love affair between Psyche, a human, and Cupid, a god. And why we got taken away from Alan. God damn it, Venus! Look what you did! You ruined everybody's life! After that, my days as an intern went on peacefully. I still love her. Hello, this is Cupid Corporation. Why isn't it working? What? Hello? This is Cupid Corporation. State your business, please. Like this, we answered phone calls. At least he learned how to answer a phone, sort of. State your business, please. We also assisted the advisors, made documents, and did administrative work. How do you put in the sum if two function. I'm like, sum if two? Sum if two, I guess. How do you put in the sum if two function using the Excel rent software? You press this button? Some unfamiliar colors came out. A8, C65, F2. What are these about? Oh, so I need to press this big button. I understand. In this way, Peter and I gradually got used to working at Cupid Core. One day, Peter and I were assigned to help with a match party. I hope like everybody else got to wear fancy suits at some point. I want to see Peter in a fancy suit. No, we're still wearing them. Wow. There were ladies in gowns and gentlemen dressed to the nines in suits. Okay, we need more parties like this in real life. I couldn't help myself from squealing at the eager singles looking to find their partner. That would be like everybody else is there in jeans and everything. I roll in a ball gown. Yep, overdressed as usual. Yeah. Amazing! So this is a matching party. Yes, it is. Then I'll have you serve the guests just as we discussed. Peter, you'll support them behind the scenes. Okay. All right, leave behind the scenes to me. Aw, look at him when he's beaming. He's so precious. In contrast to his usual cowardly self, Peter came off rather arrogantly. The advisors hadn't seemed to place much faith in his social skills, so they assigned him background duties. Just for your information, working in the background is tougher than serving guests, so be prepared. Oh, I know. And now let's get to work right away. Peter then fled to the back area frantically. He's like, I can do this! And they're like, it's hard! And he's like, oh! Gee! Right after that, we heard bumping and crashing, followed by a strange scream. I just wonder if, like, when he's voice acting Chi, if he's like, Chi. like, you know what I mean? Afterwards, I escorted the group of guests. I wonder if, like, okay, so, like, anybody who played this game with voice acting on, like, before you watched this, obviously, like, Peter and Jupiter probably had similar, like, in the very beginning, Jupiter really didn't talk. He was just, like, he blinks and disappears, and you're like, where are you going, hotness? And then, like, you get to Peter, and you're like, Peter is Jupiter, oh my god, right? You knew Peter was a secret character. Especially if you got the limited edition. But, like, I mean, and I'll figure it out when we get to the voice acting parts and listen to it. But, like, I guess I'm curious if you play the game with the voice acting on, was it obvious when you were like, wait, Peter's voice, Jupiter's voice are the same? Oh. And, like, Chi, what does Chi sound like? Were you like, Chi is Jupiter? It's the same voice actor. Wait, were, like, you sussed about it? Or was it like, nope, didn't see that one coming? Like, I'm curious. Because, like, obviously not having the voice acting on, if two characters are supposed to be, oh, like, we've played other games. I'm not going to name them just in case people haven't watched it. We're like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I get it. I knew the same, like, or there's other games where they're like, do not read the credits because you will spoil things for yourself. Because sometimes in the credits, it'll say, like, character A and character B have the same voice actor. And you're like, oh, so character and A and B are the same fucking person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in this case, Peter and Jupiter, same. Right? So, like, if you were, and, like, they didn't in the intro credits show Peter and then show Jupiter where you'd see the voice actor, you know, and you'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? They didn't even show Jupiter and they didn't show Venus because that would ruin that Catherine was Venus and Peter was Jupiter. You know what I mean? And they want that to kind of come out later. But I'm wondering if when you're just listening to the voice acting, if you had no clue and you didn't, like, look up voice actors or anything and you were like, wait, do their voices sound the same, where you figured it out before they revealed it because of the voice acting? Because, like, obviously I don't have it on, so that's not a clue in for me. It was just being like, oh, wait a minute. Peter's got lightning bolt in the sand and his hair is, oh my god. And, like, that's where I put it in. You know what I mean? And then the Chi thing was just like, that would be fucking hilarious. And that's just me being crazy and being like, that would be the funniest fucking thing ever. I need that in my life. And that's the way it worked out. And I've never been happier about anything, okay? I ruin things. Like, I sometimes can guess shit. We play games. I'm like, are we dead? I bet we're dead. And then we're dead. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I ruin things. Sometimes I'm way the fuck off the mark. And sometimes I'm spot on. And the Chi thing was spot on. And I don't know if I'm happy that I ruined that for myself. I actually really didn't, because I was just like, that'd be funny. I really, honestly, there was like a smidgen where I was like, the game wouldn't do that. It needs to do that. I hit the button again. I'm sorry. Like, but I honestly like expected to go the whole thing and be like, oh, he just worked for Jupiter. That's no fun. So when it came out, he was Jupiter. That was the greatest moment of my life, because I really wanted that to be the case. But like, you know what I mean? Like, did Cheese sound? You were like, Cheese sounds kind of like Peter slash Wait, you know what I mean? Or did you get to this point in the route, in Jupiter's route, and you're like, wait, she is yellow. Is it? Wait. And then you started getting suspicious? Like, I just want to know if it was obvious from the voice acting. You know what I mean? Because we don't have it on, so I can't go, oh, well, the voice acting was obvious, because, right? So, curious. So if you played this with voice acting on, did it give it away? You know? Was the voice acting the like, yeah, no, I figured it out because the voice acting, like that type of thing. Anyway. Or were you totally fucking shocked when that happened, when you played the game yourself? Were you like, what the fuck? No, because I'm curious. Anyway. Afterwards, I escorted the group of guests. Thank you for coming to today's party. Please have some pre-event drinks. I worked hard to ensure all the guests were relaxed. Suddenly, there were murmurs throughout the venue. What's going on? Peter in a loincloth. I scanned the room to see what caused the disturbance and was stunned. It was Mom and Dad. Hi, Eros! How are you?
Cupid, nice to see you looking fine.
Mom, Dad, I'm at work. Mom? Dad? Why are you here? To be honest, I've been interested in matching parties for a long time. I wondered how many men would be interested in proposing to me. I mean...
Also, this is your big moment, right? We're here to see you.
Fucking love this game. They roll up like this. Also, I am pretty fucking sure her dress barely covers her fucking vagina, okay? Like, look at her belt, and the way the dress, like, that's barely covering anything. Oh, dear God. She's almost flapping in the breeze. We're almost having a scandalous fucking Oscars moment here. So, I wonder how many men will propose to me. Any fucking person who sees that dress. Some of the women might propose to you. I am like... It's just beyond straight, because the only gay in me is the gay man that lives in my brain, and even I'm like questioning. Like, I might propose to you too. Just, I don't know why, but I might. I don't know. Oh. I don't think this is that big of a deal. It's true that this is my first time working at a party, but my job isn't to stand out, but to conduct myself to have the guests feel comfortable at this party. Well, Mr. and Miss, please have some pre-event drinks.
Wow, so we can drink. It's just like a party before the beginning of a war.
Hey, do you think they're cosplaying? I thought they were dress codes. Or perhaps that's a kind of traditional dress? Oh, they're kind of standing out. Of course, both of them are here dressed in the same clothes they wear as gods. Mom, Dad, stay in the corner and try not to stand out. It's late, your father has a fucking giant axe. Oh, nothing in this world can hide my beauty. Mom, don't allure marriage-hunting men. Everyone here is looking forward to meeting their marriage partner here. They shouldn't fall in love with you, Mom. So it means I shouldn't allure unexperienced, young male humans with this beauty. Seriously, my beauty is a sin. I fucking love her. With a twirl of her finger, Mom's outfit changed. I looked around to see if someone saw it, but since the bar service just began, there were luckily no people looking at us. I can't wait to see Mars in normal clothes. Boy, the power of DC is amazing as always. I could never pull off a maneuver like that. How's that?
Oh, Venus, you look as great as before. It's true that your beauty is undeniable.
Oh, Mars, then hide me under those muscular arms of yours.
Is hiding enough? You know you can't let everything out when it's just me and you. You know you can let everything out. You can.
Please do not let everything out. We're in public. Please, Mars, you're so hasty. You know Eros is looking. Like this, a farce began right in front of me. I'm leaving them that way. If they go in their private world, they won't bother the other guests. I just really wanted to see Mars, like, pop on a suit or some shit. Be like, Dad, could you do what Mom just did? I left Mom and Dad's flirting session and went to look around the venue. Then somebody tapped my shoulder. When I turned around, there was a guest who had a nameplate that said Ryuki. I'm so happy! I was, like, wondering, I'm like, how are they getting Raoul? Well, okay, we know how they're getting Raoul in this route, because Jupiter's gonna have to battle fucking Minerva for Raoul's, like, because she's gonna be Alexander the Great. So I figured maybe that's how they were gonna, but I'm like, how are they getting Ryuki into this? Here we go. Hey, there's a piece of trash there. Can't you do your cleaning properly? He saw us, though. Ryuki, you saw me! He's like, what? Nothing. I'm sorry. I'll arrange the cleaning right away. Wait, trash? Where? There. There's a guest standing there. Don't tell me he's calling a guest trash. Somehow should not have been surprised. I was at a loss for words and broke into a cold sweat, but the guest merely shot me a glare with a sigh. Hashtag DA5336E. Oh, for fuck's sake, did you know we were gonna have to do this? Hold on, thank God my phone's here. Alright, hold on, whip out your things. Whip out your hashtag generators. I mean your hashtag, your color coding, your freaking whatever. Okay. Was this one that we already did? I'm not sure. Stop it, phone! I wasn't done. Don't search shit when I'm not. Stupid thing. 5336E. Well, you know what? I don't think we've actually searched it before. If we have, my phone doesn't recognize that. Color hex. That's what I was looking for. Oh, it's like an orange color. It's like a corally orange. Not my favorite. It's not an ugly color, but it's not like I wouldn't paint my walls that color. It's a little. It's like not salmony orange. It's not orange, but it's not like a salmony pink color. It's like a weird salmony orange pink. It's just a weird. It's not my favorite color, but it's not ugly. Ryuki is a weird thing, but you know, that's probably the least attractive color he's picked out, though. Excuse me? The guest left me with that and took off. That's also not the color that we were. We were a nice pink color before, and now we're like a weird peach, like a weird salmony orange color. I don't know. What in the world was that? Oh, leave that guest alone. He's got problems, you know. He said he can see colors in people. Colors? Yep, he judges people by their level of attractiveness and assigns a color based on that. One of our more exhausting clients. Well, I've never seen someone who was judged with a pretty color, so being attractive doesn't necessarily mean her color is too. In order to keep this a secret from other guests, she whispered this to me. So he thinks we're a weird peachy, like this weird orange color. Well, thanks. Well, that's not even A. Wait, maybe that's not right. But it's supposed... Oh, E. No, but there's no E on it. Wait a minute. But where's the... Oh, no, it's the same color. Oh, never mind. When you searched it, the first one I clicked on didn't have the E at the end. Wait, no. Wait, what did he call it? Wait a minute. I'm very confused because I'm not finding the right color here. Hold on. 336. Okay, DA 5336 is Chilean Fire, which is that orange color. But 536E is that pink color we were before. So is it 5336 or is it 536E? Because I don't think 5336E is a fucking color. No. Oh, that is such a typo. Okay, I think it's supposed to be the 536E. I think that was a typo. God damn it, Tim, you're fucking us all up. I was like, how do we become orange? Because color hexes only have 6 numbers, and that's 7. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's the 3 is a double type. So Tim was drunk when he did this, you know, as usual. Okay, so we're the same pink color we were. So, okay, not a new color. Anyway, they got some high-profile clients here. So this is the famous Cupid core. All that aside, can you help me find Peter? I've been looking, but I can't find him. He's hiding somewhere in a corner. What? Really? I'll go look for him right away. I hurried over to the back area and spotted a familiar face. Huh? Gil? Wow, long time no see. What? Why are you... I'm here to forget you. I'm working as an intern here. How do I look? Do I look like a bridal advisor? When I turned around, for some reason, Gil dropped his card case from his hand. Yeah, you're so pretty. I did not know this. Oh, yeah, are you still in touch with Clarice? She's not responding to my messages. Did she go study abroad already? I haven't contacted her since that day, but don't look so worried. Clarice will be fine. You're right. She is Clarice, after all. Huh? Is that you, Gil? Our other himbo! Yes! Huh? What? Raoul? Where is he? Come on! Shut up, Gil! I love this round. It's bringing all of our boys back together. It's because, like, if we did it the same way we did the other ones, it's like, oh, we heard a common route, whatever. But this is different. We're doing totally different. Where are my boys? Here they are. There's my himbo. Okay, I need Raoul. Gil, I'm going to need you to get the fuck out of the way, and I'm going to need to bring Peter in so I get all my himbos together. Like, Raoul, who literally is, like, 100% a himbo, and then Peter, who is, like, I don't know what to call him, but the closest thing is himbo. It fits because he's beautiful. He's, like, our big, strong, buff idiot. He's kind of fucking stupid. He's also a coward. So I'm not really sure. That's like a whole other thing. I'm not really sure what trope that is. Is that a trope? It's new. But the closest thing is he fits in the himbo because he can't figure out how to turn on a fucking computer. And you're like, God, you're dumb. Like, you know, I'm just saying. It kind of fits. He kind of fits into it. He's like, in the Venn diagram, he's like overlooping. He's a little bit himbo, a little bit something else. And I just don't know what that something else is. So. Good enough. Oh my God, Norton, stop with your fucking pop-ups. You're pissing me off. God, it's irritating. Anyway. I knew it was you, Gil. Long time no see. It's been since the Neptune Festival at Baltimore. Wow, I'm so glad we met again. I'm so glad we met again too, Raoul. I missed you. Oh my God. Our precious, beautiful little himbo. I just want to hold him and pet him. Wait, what? Isn't he the famous actor Raoul Aconite? He's a client here too? Hiya, darling. I guess you're working hard. How's it going? Oh, Alan. I'm sorry, Alan. I love you, but, like, I get way more excited about our himbos in this game. Which is unfortunate for you, Alan, because you had a beautiful fucking story, and I did love your route, and I do love you, but Raoul and fucking Jupe, I don't know. I'm here for the himbos. I'm here for the big dumb idiots. Apparently in this game. And I mean, I love Shelby, and I liked Ryuki. I'm sorry, Gil, your route was great, but, like, I'm just not into you. But, like, I love you as the pathetic, like, love-struck character that you are. And your route was fun. And, like, I love Alan, but, like, Raoul and Jupiter. I'm just like, look, Alan, I love you, but you're gonna have to take seat number 2. Like, sometimes I want to be like, you're like 1.5, you're like tied, but like the dumber and the more pathetic Jupiter gets and the more useless he is, the more I love him and remember that I'm just here for the himbos in this game, apparently. I don't know. And like, I'm sorry, Alan, you just, I love you, but you just don't make me as excited as the idiots in this one. You're like a solid 2, though. Sometimes 1.5, but... What? Professor Melville? I didn't know you were marriage hunting. Well, kind of. And to be honest, girls in love are my favorite food. What? I took a step back since I was put off by Professor Melville's licking his lips. And then I accidentally bumped into somebody. Shelby? Oh, I'm sorry! I was like, he's the only person not here, right? Mr. Stale! Oh, it's you. How's it going? I feel bad for Shelby. I really do. Because, like, Shelby, you're a solid fucking character. And I love you. You are beautiful and stoic, and you've got a sexy vest. And like normally, I'd be like 100% into you, but like there are just so many more dynamic, fun characters in this that poor Shelby just feels so fucking bland. Shelby, you're the white crayon in this box. This is like a box full of crayons, and you're the white crayon. And like sometimes you need the white crayon, but you're like, oh yeah, okay. It's like I hate to say that. You are so basic. And I hate it because I love you. I do. Your Ral was great and you're a perfect character, but like the rest of this fucking clown car, Shelby. This game is a clown car. This game is like a bunch of fucking circus freaks. And yet in Shelby, you're just so basic and normal. And then the rest of this fucking freak show over here, like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're too basic. He would be in any other game an amazing character. But in this one, it's like, oh, honey, you're like so boring. Which I hate saying. It hurts me to say that. Because it makes me sound like I don't like Shelby. I do, but I forget he exists. It's like, oh, right. Poor Shelby. Poor Shelby. Poor Shelby. I mean, the weirdest thing you have going for you is the fact that your last name is Snail. Your name is Shelby the Snail. And I now am just thinking of a cute little snail muppet in my head. But you're still boring, which is sad. Anyway. Everyone's very kind, and I'm learning a lot every day. Is that so? Wonderful. Ugh, he is so pretty. But you're gonna leave, and I'm gonna forget that you're in this game. Are you here to attend the party? If you'd like, I'll guide you. I'm helping the advisors matchmake right now. Oh, really? So you're working hard. Oh, so you are working hard, I guess. I hear people talking about your energetic work. Really? That's such an honor. By the way, what kind of lady is your type, Mr. Snail? No, I'm just here to check on how the party is going.
Oh, I thought you were here to find your marriage partner.
No way, I'm married already. Mind your own business. I do like the two of them together, though, right now. Oh, yes, you are. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. All right, I'll go deal with the other guests. Please have fun, Professor Melville.
I'm sure I'll have more fun if you call me Professor Allen like your classmates.
I made a mistake. You're our guest now, so I should call you Mr. Melville.
You're tough as always. And then I should go look for a girl in love who'll call me Allen.
Shortly after, I engaged in a few awkward conversations with guests about the events and tried my best to help. Many members asked me questions, and I answered what I learned in training. It was almost like I was a real advisor, plus or minus a few hiccups. Every fucking guest here, all parasites. I love the fact that they're here. It's amazing. What would Cupid Parasite be without all of our parasites? Chi! After I was ordered to work in the background, I turned into my chi form, making me invisible and rested alone. Or I should rather say that I was kicked out since I was terrible at this job. No one can control the weather better than I can. Being a Lord God gives me dominion over weather, especially with lightning. But unfortunately, that does me no good here. It seems the gods aren't meant to be cooped up in Celestia. Our sensibilities differed from humans, and this much was clear to me. I could summon the rains to perform cleaning duties. You could summon the rains down in Africa? Oh my god. I could summon the rains to perform cleaning duties, but they've already invented sponges, soaps, and sanitizers for use. Oh, look at... He's sad about it. Look at his little G-form crying. Oh. Perhaps I underestimated them. Upset by my uselessness, I flew around to check on the venue. Yeah, I like that he's upset by his uselessness. Okay, you're not See, this is the Venn diagram thing. You're not exactly a himbo because you're aware that you're kind of useless. He's like, I am aware that I am dumb and useless. I just don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna go hide and cry. Oh, like, you're adorable. I guess sensitive. Yeah, so he's the super overly sensitive scaredy cat character. And then with the himbo, he's like... We've got the super sensitive. You've got the himbo. And like, you know, then you got the Scooby-Doo scaredy cat thing. So he's like in that middle of that diagram there. Like... In the moment, I felt the sign of someone I know and quickly hid under the table. That's Ellen Melville. Why is that demon here? I was startled when I saw what he was looking at. He was looking at Cupid. She's in danger! After I guided Professor Melville and the others, I walked around to see if the guests were enjoying themselves. Why in the world are you here? I told you I don't want to see your face again! At that moment, I heard somebody yell from outside the venue, and I peeped quietly. There was a couple who were fighting. Judging from what I saw, the woman is being followed by the man. We are also being followed by the man. Plural. What? Oh no, what should I do? It's outside the party venue, but I should stop them, shouldn't I? But...
What? I thought we hit it off, you know?
Listen to me! We just don't click! I'm not your puppet! Like this, the quarrel became more and more fierce. I suppose those two were dating, but they don't seem to get along well. Even though I didn't use my Cupid's bow, it was obvious they were incompatible. I must have this incompatible couple break up. If I don't, this problem will get worse. My instinct as Cupid ached, and I touched my necklace. Just want to check their compatibility. I hid myself, then used my pendant to check their compatibility. After I touched the pendant, I slyly called upon its power to check their compatibility. Wow, could we say check their compatibility one more motherfucking compatibility time? Compatibility! I'm gonna use my pendant to check their compatibility. I don't think they're compatible with each other, but I should check their compatibility, so I compatibility called my compatibility token to check their compatibility. For fuck's sake! If I have to say compatibility one more fucking time. Oh, just as I thought. Oh, God! Their compatibility is terrible! I mustn't leave them like this. As I put the leaden arrow to the bowstring, I shot it. Ha!
I told you! Oh well, I feel like arguing here won't accomplish anything. It's time for me to move on.
Oh, please do so! I never want to see your face ever again! Goodbye forever! Great. The effect of the leaden arrow is outstanding. Since their quarrel ended, I was relieved. Now peace has returned. It's also the job of Cupid to settle romantic disputes. What should I do? I quickly turned back as I heard someone shout to cry from the venue. About to cry from the venue. There I saw Mr. Snail's secretary, Mr. Harriet, speaking with the lady on the verge of tears. Can I help you? Oh, I didn't think we were going to get Owen. I miss you, Owen. But he's with Melanie again. God damn it. You know, I'm just very jealous. But at the same time, Owen, I love you. But if Melanie is your soulmate, because in every fucking route it seems like you and Melanie are supposed to be together, I'm gonna go cry. But I guess Melanie gets to have you, which just hurts me to let you go, Owen. Because I love you. But and I wanted you to be the secret character. I did, Owen. I was like, he better be the secret character because I love him. And then it was Peter, and I was like, really, Peter? And then we figured out Peter was Jupiter, and I honestly, Owen, I'm not gonna lie, in the back of my mind, I still remember you more than I remember Shelby. Poor Shelby. Oh, Owen, you're like the gray crayon. You know, Shelby is this basic fucking white crayon. You've got a little more use, but it's still like, oh, right, there's a gray crayon. I kind of forgot about you, too. You're actually more like the brown crayon, because the suit. And you're like, oh, yeah, right, you're a good basic neutral. You know, and so I'm going to let you be happy with Melanie, Owen. I love you. I do. I just want you to be happy. And if that means with Melanie, then that's okay. Because I have Raoul and Peter. And, I gotta be honest, Owen, you're slightly less boring than Shelby, but, you really can't hold a candle to Raoul and fucking Peter. / Jupiter. Anyway. Oh, no, I was just nervous and... Oh, is that so? But to be honest, I'm nervous too. Oh, look at his sweet little face. God damn it, Melanie, you're making this hard. You're making it hard for me to give him up to you, because look at his precious little face. I love him. What? Are you a participant? Yes, actually. I love Owen. Damn it. It's hard. Owen, stop. Stop just being look at his precious little face. Stop it. You're making this difficult. Oh, those two have good chemistry. I found out that Mr. Harriet did have a nameplate for guests on. It seems like he's here not as the CEO's secretary, but as a participant. I drew the Cupid's bow once more and looked at their compatibility. Just as I thought, they're made for each other. I can't get in the way of this love, but God, Owen, you're precious and I love you. It's the first time I saw such a compatible couple since I came to the world of human beings. Now I only have to shoot the arrow. I looked around again with itchy feet. I'm allowed to make a new couple as Cupid, right? I've just found a couple made for each other. It'll be such a waste if I leave them alone. Ha! I shot the arrow just like when I was in Celestia, which flew from my fingertips when... Oh no. Chi! Huh? Chi suddenly leapt into the path of the arrow, which struck him. Chi! Oh no, is Chi dead? What'll happen if an arrow hits a divine beast? He's gonna wake up and... Oh my god, this is fucking hilarious! I didn't see this coming! Because... Oh my god. She's gonna be in love with then Peter's gonna... And then Jupiter, and that's how he figures out what love is. By falling in love with us because of the arrow. Oh my god, this is fucking... Is this where we find out all of his secrets? Anyway. What? Peter? What? What? All of a sudden, Peter appeared where Chi was lying. I love this. Oh, and I guess it's actually technically a CG. With Chi lying on the floor, I wasn't really thinking about it, and now here's Peter lying. Oh my god. I mean, you had to know she like hit Chi with the arrow, and like I just said, like, is this where she finds out everything? Because then all of a sudden Chi and Peter and Jupiter are all in love with her, and she's like, oh. You know what I mean? But no, okay. No way. It's Peter. Were you Chi? Chi? Peter blinked his eyes. Then he suddenly hugged me. What? Cupid, please date me. Oh, wait, this means the effects of Cupid's arrow are showing. Divine beasts do fall in love. She does. But she's like, so Peter was Chi. That explains a lot. It doesn't explain everything, though. But then she's like, weird. So Divine Beast has a human form. Interesting. Still. So does Jupiter know that you're... And he's like, so... And also, okay. I love this two-step process, right? Because right now, she's gonna... All of a sudden, the realization is like, oh, that's why Peter's a fucking idiot. Because he's a Divine Beast. Okay, that's why he doesn't know anything. Okay, that makes it... Oh my god, wait. I took Chi into the tub with me. And that was Peter. And then I used him as a... And I cuddled with him. And she's gonna have that, right? And then later it's gonna be like, oh, by the way, Peter's Jupiter. And then that whole fucking process is gonna go through again. And then Peter was Jupiter in the bath with... You know what I mean? I love this. This is great. This is brilliant. This is beautiful. And this... I just have no other words for how much I fucking love this. Anyway. Divine beasts do fall in love. Wait, has he been Chi, the Divine Beast, all along? But I've never heard of a Divine Beast turning into a human being. Since I'm a lesser god, I barely know anything about Divine Beasts compared to the DC. Chi, come on, please. Look at him blushing, it's adorable. And then we offer the perfect party for you, so please come in. Oh no. I felt the advisor approaching. If she saw us like this, it'd be difficult to clear up the misunderstanding. But please just come here. I ran into the interview room along with Chi, or Peter, and looked up at him. Peter? What is it, Cupid? Your wish is my command. How do you know my name? Oh, well, I mean, okay, he would know she's Cupid because he's a divine beast. Because I was like, isn't she gonna get clued it? Right, never mind. Never mind, that's me being dumb. Enough of that, Peter. Are you Chi? Yes? So it means this is your true form. No! No, this isn't my true form either. So that means Chi is your actual form, and that doesn't matter. What matters is I love you. I love you so. I like the fact he's like, no, and she's like, so Chi is your true form? No, but anyway. So he just brushed that aside so he doesn't have to admit that he's Jupiter yet. Awesome. I don't want it all to come out. I want her to be okay with this situation and be like, oh my god, and then the Jupiter thing comes out, and then she's like, oh my double fuck! Whoa! Peter hugged me tight and I bent backwards. If Chi was the one hugging me, it'd be fine, but in this form, I might squeeze to death. Chi, this feeling of yours is because you were shot by Cupid's arrow and... But this feeling is so real. Cupid's arrow merely awakened it, right? Well, yeah, but... we're on the clock right now, you know, so we should get back to work. That doesn't matter to me. I've changed into my human form to protect you. What? You were? My duty as Chi is to protect you, to keep you away from danger. It's dangerous here. Let's run away together. Oh my god, Jupiter was like, it's dangerous to go alone. Please take me in this cute cuddly form. Okay. I'm gonna die. What? If I do that, I'll be fired! Who cares? Let the humans play house. If Juno revives... Come on! When I shouted, Peter seemed to come too. I don't think it's just playing house. It's such a beautiful part of life. Plus, Chi, I'm here to study under Lord Jupiter's orders. Studying humanity while posing as a college student is my mission. I can't just ignore that. And he's like, but what if I told you you could? And notice that he's just not telling her he's Jupiter. He's just keeping that shit under wraps still. Well, you're right, but... Also, I was able to work at such a brilliant company. I want to help as much as I can. I also want to do what I can here in my human form, so no running away, okay? True, you descended to learn about mankind. It's funny that she doesn't recognize his voice, but... I'm wondering if he does a different Peter voice than he does Jupiter voice, but there's no guarantee that Celestia is safe either. So if you insist we stick around, then I accept. Chi? I understand. I'll obey you. So... It's also weird that Lord Jupiter is like, I will obey you. I mean, girl. Whoa! Peter hugged me so tightly it was hard to breathe, especially because of those strong arms. Chi, if you can you let me go? I beg you, marry me. Marry? Love, that is to say, get married, right? We date before marriage in this world. Oh, really? Then will you date me? Peter, or should I say Chi, looked at me desperately. His begging, passionate eyes made me freeze. This is all because he was accidentally shot by Cupid's arrow. It'll wear off in a month, so you just have to suffer through it like Alan did and then fall in... Oh my god, it's the reverse Alan scenario here. That arrow was supposed to shoot Mr. Harriet in his date, so it's partially my fault that this whole thing occurred. Okay, but just for 30 days until the effect of Cupid's bow wears off, okay? Yeah. Peter looked bright and happy, and he hugged me strongly. He rubs his face on me the same way he did his Chi, but it's different now that he's Peter. It's a little awkward now. I can't believe Peter was Chi. Wait, just wait. It gets better. Wait for it. Hold that thought. Put a pin in it. We'll get back. All right, we should get back to work. If you want to stick with me, go back to being Chi, okay? Oh, right. I understand. I'll be in that form. Chi! Chi let out a proud sound and clung to me. Chi, Chi, Chi! Chi purred like a cat and buried his head into my back. It's just like when he was drunk. Well, he's invisible in this form, so it'll be fine. Peter will remain missing, though. I'll just say something like he has an upset stomach. If I slack off too much, I'm concerned that I might be fired, but I'm more likely to be fired if I go back like this. Chi-chi! Chi-chi! Chi cried out happily and ran around me. I went back to the party venue as I treated Chi. I can't believe I accidentally saw her the moment some guy asked her out. I'm totally lovelorn, and then I'm just gonna become a member of Cupid Corps. Like, someone asked her out. Peter was like, I love you, marry me. And so my shift assisting the match party has ended. I came home with Chi. This game gets better and Look, Alan's route, like, when we got to Alan's route, the off-the-rails bit of it, you were like, I just expect this at this point. It was really great, but it wasn't like, what the fuck? This route brought us back to that what the fuck, and I appreciate it. Even though I expected Peter and Jupiter to be the same, and I kind of expected Chi and Peter and Jupiter to all be the same, but when it comes out and all this shit happens, it's like, I see this shit coming, and yet it's still just fucking amazing when it happens. So I'm just here for it. I don't know. Phew! That was so fun! Chi! Phew! Our day finally ended. Chi turned back into Peter and shook his head like a dog trying to brush away the water and looked at me. So this is Chi. I looked at him and he does kind of look like Chi, but perhaps doesn't at all. It's pretty awkward. The better part is she's like, kind of reminds me of Jupiter too. Oddly. All right, Cupid. Nobody's looking at us anymore. You'll give me your attention, right? Yeah. When I nodded, Peter hugged me happily and sat on the sofa. I sat beside Peter on the couch, unsure of what to say. Peter? What is it, Cupid? Peter's happy eyes are right in front of me. He kissed me on the cheek as if Chi rubbed the tip of his nose on me. Phew, how nice. How warm. Peter spoke as if he was enchanted and kissed me on the cheek repeatedly. That tickles. But it's good, right? We're dating now. He held my hand and also kissed my fingertips. You know, for a man that's terrified of women, he's being pretty good at this, which is weird. Peter's eyes were definitely those of a boy in love. So this is love. And now I'm singing Cinderella in my fucking head. So this is love. You know, that's Cinderella. What an amazing thing this is, to love someone. I've longed for this feeling. Aw, I mean, that's kind of cute. Really? Yes, the only love I've ever known is fraternal. So I appreciate you giving me the chance to see the other side. Thank you. Peter smiled happily and softly, which made me glad. Because I've never been thanked by someone for my powers as Cupid. Someone praised me for my innate abilities. I couldn't help but grin. It's gonna be weird when she falls in love with him and then 30 days later she's like, it's gonna be weird when you go back to being a divine beast and I'm like, go back to Jupiter and be like, so the divine beast you gave me, I'm kind of in love with it. Can I keep it? Can I marry it? And then he's like, oh, don't worry about that. I'm on Jupiter, by the way. Did I forget to mention that? I guess I was too intoxicated in loving you for 30 days to mention that. And then, you know, the cycle of what will happen again. I cannot wait for that. Anyway. With this outcome, maybe accidentally shooting him wasn't such a bad thing. It's not. It's the best thing ever. Because it led to seeing his smile. Chi, you're a divine beast that Lord Jupiter made, right? Sort of. Yes, you can think so. I mean, Peter smiled full of confidence, but no matter how many times he claims to be Chi, the person in front of me is a man. As he hugged and kissed me, I tilted my head. I think my heart's supposed to race in these kinds of situations. But it's Chi after all. Also, I'm a goddess. I'll never be able to love like a human being. With these thoughts in mind, I felt lukewarm towards Peter, who seemed to express love with his whole body. That's kind of sad, though. She's like, oh well, I feel nothing. Oh, it's okay. She's gonna fall in love. It's like, he is only insta-love because he got shot with an arrow. And she's going to fall eventually, and then, you know, it's okay. We know what's going to happen. But I like the way they did this with shooting him with the arrow, because, like, she was living down here in the human realm and was like, oh, all of a sudden I fell in love with people, which, you know, the natural kind of like, you're hanging out with people. Yeah, they're really, oh, I'm in love with you. Right. Okay. You know, so it makes sense the way she falls in love in every other route. Well, except for Alan's. And then it was like, whoopsie, accident. So, okay. But like for Jupiter, who's like, I don't understand what love is. Gods do not feel love. It would make no sense if he hanging around was like, wait, I'm in love with you. You know what I mean? I guess they could have written it off that way because he'd be masquerading as Peter, living in the human realm for a short period of time, you know, and then it would, you know, blossom the way it does for her and the rest of the routes. But she was living in the human realm for 6 years. And he'd be like, what, 6 days later, you're in love? You know? So this makes more sense where he's like, oh, I'm infatuated. And then the arrow effects wear off, and he's like, no, but actually, now that I've experienced it, I actually really do love you. You know? You better not take it away from me, like make me fall in love with him and he's in love with us, and then you're like, now we're just bros. And like work buddies. Don't do that to me. Anyway. After Peter calmed down. Oh, no, wait, actually. Oh, no, we should stop here. So we'll stop here and then we'll do this part in the next part. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.